Hey guys, it's Ty, and today I'm going to be doing the dollar store photo shoot prop challenge. But basically I'm going to be taking items from the dollar store and using them in props for my photos. So I'm going to show you my haul from the dollar store. The first thing I got were these glow sticks because I love like Brendan Wofel, if that's how you pronounce his name. I'll show some of his pictures here. I love his style of photography and I love the way that he uses glass to like reflect light. So I'm going to try to recreate that type of style with glow sticks. I also got lights from the dollar store, which I'm going to be using to kind of create the same effect as the glow sticks. And then I got this bath mat that I think is super cool. It kind of has like, kind of reflects and looks a little bit purple right now. And it's just a really cool pattern, so I think it will be really cool. And then lastly, I got this wind twister, and it's gonna create a cool pattern on the doll's face or maybe even give off some color. I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna do the photos off camera just because I use the same camera to record videos as I do take pictures. So I'm just gonna do like a little slideshow after I'm done and say my thoughts about them. We're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna talk about how I feel about the pictures. Okay, so here's the first picture. I'm just gonna keep it there, so I'm gonna slide over a little bit. I definitely think, I know this is like really early to say it, but I think that this prop was my favorite, or at least really up there, because it just creates such a cool effect. And basically what I did was to create like a depth of field is you have your doll holding the lights and then you hold them near the camera lens, so then it like kind of creates like a bokeh effect. So actually my profile picture right now, so I really like this. And I also put her in glasses because this is like the Brendan Wofel kind of style, so the glasses just like reflect a little bit of the light. Just looks so good. I love it. I'm gonna rate this one a 9. I don't want to say 10 because okay, so the next prop was supposed to be the glow sticks, which kind of failed because as you can see here, they barely show up in any of the pictures. So I decided to use my phone as a flashlight because you can buy flashlights at the dollar store. So I was like, I mean, it's a stretch, but hey. So anyways, what I did was I set the exposure time for maybe 5 seconds, and you basically just swirl your flashlight around, and it created a really cool effect. And it also like lit up her eyes really nicely. It created like a reflective look. So I really liked that aspect of it, and I think it worked out really well in that way. But I was really disappointed in the glow sticks because I thought I'd be able to use them in some kind of way. But even though I was like in a dark environment, first of all, they didn't even show up that well. And second of all, if I went into a lighter environment to have better lighting, then you wouldn't even be able to see that they're glowing. So I just couldn't really use them. I'm kind of sad about it, but. So I would rate the glow sticks like a 2 because they didn't work. But if I'm rating the flashlight, I'll rate it like a 7. So the next prop was the wind twister thing. I loved this. It created such a cool effect, and it might even be up there with the lights. I know. But I really like this because it created like a pastel kind of effect and like a daydreamy effect. And I just thought it was so cool. I basically just kind of held it up in front of the lens or in the corner of the lens, and I just love how it turned out. Like, it's so cool. And you could even like do like the whole thing, so you got a rainbow, or you could pick a certain color. Like here I did purple, and then in this one I did blue, green. You can literally do anything with it, and it was $1. I love getting creative with props for photography because it is so fun to just be creative. So I would rate that a 10. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, so the last prop I got from the dollar store was the bath mat, and I was a little bit unsure about it because it had this really cool texture and everything, but I wasn't sure how I was going to incorporate it into a photo. So I was thinking I could like put it in the corner, but then it was really blurry and it just kind of looked like a fade. So you couldn't see the texture at all. I tried wrapping shea in it. It was like okay. It wasn't like the coolest shot I got. So not too bad, but definitely not my favorite thing I got. So I would probably rate it a 7. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this challenge, and if you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below to become part of the Fad Fam. And I would love to see you guys do this challenge because it was so fun to do, and I just loved getting creative with the props for my photography, because when you get like different things, it allows you to experiment more and go out of your comfort zone. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!